I have mastered this medical esthetician makeup look. My credentials are all my friends are medical estheticians, so I just copy what they do, and all the TikTok estheticians are telling me that I'm doing a fabulous job. The first thing that you're gonna do is skin prep, and this is definitely the most important part because all the medical esthetician baddies, they are really focused on their skin. They're getting microneedling done, they're getting hydrofacials done. And a rule of thumb for this look, there's no such thing as too much skin prep. Then you're gonna go in with your sunscreen. It could be tinted, untinted, and if you're not going in with sunscreen before your makeup prep, you're definitely missing out because it gives you the most beautiful glowy base. Then you're gonna go in with your concealer, and the point of this entire makeup look is to really just make sure this looks like your skin. And if I was using any other concealer, I'd be a little bit more light-handed, like just do a dot, but this concealer really blends into your skin. Like people can't even tell I'm wearing concealer when I wear this. And blend it in with your fingers because it gives you the most natural look. Now for brows, I feel like this is like the most important part of the look. You want to make sure they're fluffy but not messy and not too curated. So what I do is I fill in the sparse areas of my brow, and the eyebrow pencil that I use, it's a little bit lighter than my brow, so it's not as dark and harsh. And then I just go back in with a tinted brow gel and I kind of just brush them up. You don't want them to look too fluffy or too crazy. Now for blush, the most natural blush shade that you could use is actually red because it gives you that really pretty flush of color. And I'm going to put some on the back of my hand and put it on a brush just so I have a little bit more control of it. And for this look, you want to be very, very, very light-handed with the blush because you want it to look as natural as possible. You don't even want anyone to clock that you have blush on. And for the lashes, you're just going to curl them up and you're not going to put any mascara. If you really need mascara, you just put one coat on because all the esthetician baddies, they are using some type of lash serum. They're using Latisse. Their lashes are literally out of this world. I have long lashes, but they're also very blonde. I will dye my eyelashes just so I don't have to wear mascara. And then for my lip, I go in with the Rhode Contour in the shade Lunge, and you want to be a little bit messy with it. You don't want a harsh line. I kind of just diffuse it as I go. And to kind of add that bit and look back in, you're going to go in with Black Honey from Clinique, and honestly, you could just use this on its own. It is so pretty. And then over top of it, I use the new Rhode Lip Boost, and because it is a little bit plumping, it gives you that fresh lip filler look, which I love. And this is the finished look.